Hello guys, welcome back to ATP Celebrity News and Updates, where we bring you the right update and all of what you will like to know. If you are new here, or if at all you are just passing by for the first time, please take some minutes of your time to subscribe, like, comment and hit the notification button so that you will not miss any of my uploads. In the first half of 2023, Carlos Alcaraz was the alpha of men's tennis. He was still on the rise and had become number one on the ATP scene. The Spaniard even beat Novak Djokovic in a 5-set final at Wimbledon, and the future of tennis seemed to be entirely in Alcaraz's hands. But now another player seems to have overtaken Alcaraz. Surprisingly, Alcaraz has not won another tournament since Wimbledon 2023. But since last August, Jannik Sinner has won 5 titles, including the first Grand Slam of 2024, the Australian Open. He has risen to number 3 in the rankings, and if he beats Alcaraz in the semi-finals in Indian Wells on Saturday, Sinner will displace the Spaniard from number 2 in the ATP round. Sinner has yet to lose in 2024, but Alcaraz has a record of 8-3. Additionally, he struggled with an ankle injury in February, although he appears to have recovered completely. Both players are capable of beating any other player on any surface or day. Alcaraz may be physically stronger, but Sinner seems to be the more spiritual. After defeating Alexander Zverev in the quarter-finals in Indian Wells and facing Sinner, the Spaniard was asked at a press conference how he would approach the semi-finals. Alcaraz did not hold back with effusive praise for the Italian. He said that Sinner would be their toughest game in 2024. Alcaraz said, "Honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna approach the match. He's the best tennis player in the world right now, without a doubt. Of course, the current number 2 in the ATP may have just been nice. But Sinner leads the match between the two players 4-3 and has won the last 2 games." However, in Indian Wells in 2023, Alcaraz defeated Sinner in straight sets in the semi-finals before Sinner got revenge at the Miami Open. In other words, anything can happen on Saturday when Carlos Alcaraz plays against Jannik Sinner. However, for tennis fans, this is great. The match is a must-see tennis. Emma Navarro is also filming. The 22-year-old from Charleston, South Carolina, is set to break into the top 20 on the WTA Tour, but she may have done so in the least vocal way. She's been a good player for a few years now, but who knows who she is. Even after games, she remains calm, thoughtful and well composed. It's not that she doesn't have a personality, because she does. Emma Navarro seems like a nice person who has just found her way into her professional life. In any case, she doesn't have a harsh word to say about it, except perhaps for herself. In an interview with ATP Celebrity News and Update during Indian Wells, Navarro suggested that perhaps her biggest opponent is herself. "I have not tried in any way to judge another player negatively. Navarro understands that she is rising in women's tennis and isn't quite ready to compete for major titles on a consistent basis. Although there is no doubt about her after she beat Aryna Sabalenka in 3 sets in the round of 16 in Indian Wells." Navarro told ATP Celebrity News and Update, "The biggest general challenge is just feeling like I am not good enough and I don't belong at this level. I definitely shouldn't be thinking that right now." After the victory over the number 2 of the WTA in Indian Wells, she is one of them. Speaking of belonging, Carlos Alcaraz does it. He is undoubtedly one of the best players on the ATP scene regardless of his age, but he is also only 20 years old and has the potential to have an all-time great career. His playing style is extremely aggressive, and he can do it because his shots are exceptionally good. But who would most like to play Alcaraz? He recently responded to this on the Tennis Channel. His answer might surprise you. Alcaraz said, "I always say that my idol is Rafa, but I want to say that I really want to play like Roger. I'm not gonna lie, you know, his style, his elegance on the court is something. I've said it many times, my game is more similar than Roger's game, and I would like to play like him. I would love to play against him, at least just once, but yeah, hope to do it. Jannik Sinner started 2024 with 16 wins in a row. That's far from the record for consecutive wins. Not surprisingly, Novak Djokovic holds the record with 43. Still, winning as many games in a row as Sinner is extremely impressive. His streak is most notable when it happens. The beginning of a year is a clear break, and one can easily say that Sinner has not lost since the beginning of 2024. In the end he will lose because no player will go through life without losing a game. Of course he could even lose in Indian Wells. But the person who beat Sinner in the Australian Open final in January, Daniil Medvedev, was asked about Sinner's streak at a recent press conference. Medvedev noted that at different points in his career, he had 2 winning streaks, where he won more than 20 games in a row. I didn't point this out to dismiss what Sinner is doing, just to show that his answer is based on personal experience. Furthermore, Medvedev, a player who should be known to the general public more for his sharp and dry sense of humor, gave a good prognosis for Sinner's possible defeat. Instead of directly saying that Sinner would lose, the Russian took a different approach. And it was another of his classic answers. Medvedev answered, "At one moment it always stops. I think Novak has the record, 46 or something. Still, someone stopped him, but if me or someone else is playing Jannik, I do think in the locker room doesn't make much. So not much more to add, for sure. Confidence helps him, but there is going to be someone who will stop him. Maybe not here, maybe later. If I play him, I will try my best to win. The last part is the best." Certainly no one watching tennis would think that Medvedev wouldn't try to win, but the fact that he points out the obvious makes it even more fun to watch. Furthermore, he has the ability to defeat the Italian, especially on hard courts. I probably should have done it in Melbourne this year. Could also defeat Sinner in Indian Wells. However, the players would have to compete against each other in the final. This would probably be fine for most tennis fans, as there is hardly a match that will be more entertaining than Medvedev against Sinner. Thank you very much for watching to the end. If you have something else to tell us about this video, leave your comment on the comment section below. Your comments matters a lot. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video and share. See you next time.